Hey everyone, thanks for checking out the video. Make sure you go over to Facebook, Don't Tell My Wife. If you're looking for a good group of collectors to help you out with links and whatnot, that's your group. So, here we go with the MAFEX 239, the Spider-Man 2099. Here's a look at the top of the box. Here's a look at one side of the box. Nice. And the other side of the box. And finally the back. This image here on the bottom is kind of suspect. Anyway, so this is a look at the box. You can see the different accessories for the web wings in the back and so on. So this figure came out one day after the Tobey Spider-Man. So let's see what it's all about. Now here you have a look at the insert. The insert is actually pretty cool. It's very nice for those of you who keep your boxes. This is pretty cool. And here he is outside the box. So you get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 extra sets of hands. You get a pair of magnet feet. You get all those webs. And then over here you get 1, 2 extra heads. You get the extra accessory back piece webs and the figure itself. So let's take a look at the webs. So the light colored webs are from the Tobey, which released yesterday. If you look, you can see that they are different. They're different than the 2099 DACA webs. You can see that the ends are a little bit fatter. Sometimes it's a little bit longer. So you get the same amount of webs, but they are a little bit different, which is kind of weird. So here we have the hands. You can see he does sport that kind of claw fingertip for the 2099 figure, which is kind of cool. It's nice that they did that. It's very unique and original sculpt. Here are the web holding hands. Here are the kind of open grasping hands. Very nice sculpts. Again, you can see how it curves down. That's a really nice sculpt. Definitely not any reuse hands with this particular figure. These are the open relaxed hands. Very nice. And then we have again, some kind of open hands, maybe some wall crawling hands. Very, very good. Nice sculpting, good paint. I haven't had any issues with the paint on this figure nor the Tobey, unlike some other people. So be careful when you get yours. And here you have some of the open kind of finger moving hands. It's nice. It's different. It's very cool. Love the amount of hands we're getting with these Spider-Man figures. And here are the magnet hands if you want to put your figure on a metal surface. And also the feet with the magnets inside. Very nice. So here is the first back piece that you attach on with the webbed wings. You can see the sculpt on them. They're translucent. And the pegs inside, they've changed. I'll talk about it in a moment, but during the Medicom event in July, those pegs were dark colored right there. They were a black color, and I'm very happy to see that they changed it so it doesn't stick out. So that is a very, very nice surprise that they did. And here is the other piece. You can see the webbing on that. It's very nice sculpt. Very nice. So that peg allows you to move it up and down and kind of out. And here are the pieces for the arms. So you would attach the pegs into small little holes on the arms. These are just 2 examples of the 4 that come with the figure. It's very nice. Now here's the first additional head sculpt. Take a look at it. Try to keep it in focus. Again, no paint issues on mine. Thankfully, that Tobey, my buddy, picked it up, and he had a lot of issues. So very unfortunate. Make sure when you get your figure, you're inspecting it for the paint. So that's a nice sculpt. And here is the somewhat half unmasked sculpt. This is a good one as well. I like this. I'll probably be sporting this for my figure. Nice sculpt. Nice sculpt. So here's the figure itself out of the package. Let's take a look at him. I know a lot of people have complained about my lighting. I do have to change that, have to improve on that. So just give me some time and I will. The colors are very nice. It's great painting on mine. Great paint. Take a look at the sides. I'll try to line up the torso right here in a moment. But you can see the colors are very vibrant. Very nice colors. Not shiny like that Toby. So a very nice figure. Very good detail there on the calves. Get a look at the web in the back. Again, some of the sculpting on it. It's very nice. And that peg just kind of blends right in, which is great. So yeah, so there you go. He's a very nice looking figure. Very nice. So let's take a look at the articulation and see what he's all about. So you get the head going down to about there, which is pretty standard. Good range. And going up, at least right now, you don't get a lot of range. I do get more range later on. I do mess around with it, and I do change the head, and it does give me a little bit more range. So you do get more range going up, trust me. Moving it around, you have no hindrance, none at all. Very, very minimal gap there. If you put the head all the way back, not an issue at all. People are worried about gaps right now, and I get it. So moving the head to the side, you get very nice range, both sides. It's very good. For the arms, the butterfly are very nice. It's designed, I would say, much better than the Toby, but you don't get the same range as the Toby. So not really a drop down on the shoulder. That's really just the butterfly doing that. Get the bicep swivel right there, and it is a double jointed elbow. So going up, I always have issues with the figure's left arm. The left arm never seems to go up as much as the right arm. I don't know if that's a thing that I'm just dealing with or something that people out there are dealing with. Let me know in the comments. I move it around as much as I can, but I almost never am able to get them to the same degree. Some figures are the same, but a lot of times it seems like the right arm of the figure is always a little bit better articulated. So if you move it together with the butterfly joints, you don't get the same range as the Toby, but you can put them together if you just bend the elbows. The Toby, you could have it straight and they could touch. This one, you'd have to kind of move it in a little bit. So it's not the same range, but you do get a lot of range. And if you move them to the back, if you want them in a pose, they go back to about there. And if you move it, you can get it to there. So it's good. It's good articulations, very nice. So let's take a look at the torso. You can move it around this way, the other way. That came off. I'll just put that aside for the moment. And again, no hindrance on either movement on the waist or the torso. So if you want to move it to the side, you get to about there. And the other side, you get to about there. No gap, really. Small gap in the waist. Nothing see-through, again, like the Toby. If you want to do the ab crunch, you get about that much range, which is very good. Again, very minimal gap. And if you want to move it back, you get to about there. As you can see, and again, kind of minimal gap. It's a good sculpt. You're not getting that wide gap that you get for some of the other MAFEX figures. So you get a drop down on the leg per usual, and if you push it out, you're probably getting, I don't know, 110 degrees. If you put the leg back, you can do a pretty decent split. And you get a pretty good Van Damme. Now the knee is double jointed, of course, as you need with any kind of Spider-Man figure. If you don't, it's criminal. And this is where he's really shining. The foot, you get great articulation on those pegs. Very, very nice. And the rocker is like next level. It's really good. You can get him out in a pretty good pose. You can do it even more than that if you wanted, but you can see you get a nice range right there. So the feet on this are very good. Very nice. This is a very well articulated figure. Now here, just another look at that back piece. Try to keep it in focus here. You can see that sculpting on it is really nice. Very, very nice piece. Again, there's 3 different back pieces that the figure comes with. So here is how you remove it. You just snap it off at the top. Fairly easy. And then you take the other piece and just snap it on. Easy peasy Japanesey. So pretty good. Pretty good. And he stands fairly well as well. So that's the hole in the arm, the peg you can see on the other side, that small hole, and you plug those other arm wings, arm webs in however you like. They go in pretty well. There's no resistance, and they stay in, which is good. So again, those can move. You can get them in any pose you want. Get the arms out. You can see a little bit how it looks. So it's a very, very nice figure. I am very happy with this figure. I guess I can start saying that now. This is a great figure, guys. It really, really is. I know a lot of you have been worried about this one. Look at that detail. That's great. Very nice. Very nice sculpt as well. So here is the other head. I've changed the head, and you can see you do get a little bit more range this time. That first head was giving me trouble, and I don't understand it because the heads are the same. I looked at them. But you see, you get a lot more range here on the other one, which is just kind of weird. I'm not really sure why. I looked at the heads. They seem to be the same sculpt. But you get more range on this one, which is really weird. So here's the semi-unmasked. You get good range down, and you get very good range up. Excellent, excellent range there on the head. If you want to have them flying, it's pretty good. Pretty good. So let's take a look at how he scales. Here he is with the Toby. He is taller than the Toby, for those of you who are worried. And next to him is the Inna Dark Knight Rises. They are almost the same size. Here he is with the 108 cell shaded and the Webman. I can't remember the number of that Webman. Yeah, so here he is with the 185 and the Ben Reilly. You can see they are about the same size, both of them, so he scales pretty well. And here he is with the 075 first and second release. Again, about the same size. So a little bit of posing. Again, I am probably the worst poser on YouTube, but he does pose very, very well. I will say that this figure is probably going to give people more enjoyment than any other MAFEX release since Daredevil. It is a great figure to play with. You get a lot of posing out of it. You get a ton of accessories with the hands and the webs and stuff. It's really good. So I think everybody's going to be very, very happy with this. Hopefully it doesn't sell out quickly like that Daredevil because people weren't expecting it. So I would say definitely don't cancel your orders on this guy. He is a great figure, and he has very good balance, as you can see right here. Just move him around and he can kind of nail that. So what would I give him? I would give this guy, probably a 9.5. This is a great release. I'd even go as far as a 10. It's a excellent release by MAFEX. Just when people were doubting them, they come through with a banger. So make sure you get yours. Do not cancel it. Get your orders in, and you'll be very happy. So with that, I'll thank everybody for watching. I really do appreciate you watching. Be good, be safe, take care, and I will see you all next time.